Hi everyone, Agnes here. I've got a question that has popped up in the little poll of what I asked, what kind of videos would you like? Now, this is from a Limitless me. You asked, curious about how the process of changing yourself changes your person. I have no doubt that it works because I have seen firsthand, and self-love, self-concept is definitely the way to go, but the logical mind seems to want to understand it more. Are you healing them by healing yourself? Are they going through some sort of growth or healing process on the other side too? Is that how the shift happens? Or do you just not trigger their insecurities, wounds when you are more stable? The reason I also ask is because we all have core wounds naturally, and I was aware if my guys, maybe you're meaning of my guys here. The question has my mind muddled because I don't seem to find any information on it. Okay, so I'm going to go through this step by step. Now, you've said that you understand about first-hand self-love and self-concept being the way to go, so you understand the importance of that. Now, your mind wants to understand, are you healing them by healing yourself? Well, you're healing yourself, and then what you see coming at you in the packaging called them shows up differently because it's magnets, it's energy. Okay, so I'll explain it to you in something that many of you are experiencing or have experienced, and this will make more sense. Now, when you feel anxious, jealous, afraid of loss, fear of abandonment, your energy is fear. And you have a fear of not being loved, not being wanted, and not being desired by that person. So that fear goes out. So what happens is, because that's what you're feeling and projecting out, and at that point not able to stop it, especially when you don't understand any of this stuff, what happens is it creates a big pulse out of energy, and that energy shows you the exact same thing. So I think Abraham Hicks says it the best here, and it's simply said, if you feel unloved, you are unloved. If you feel unwanted, you are unwanted. If you feel not good enough, someone treats you as if you're not good enough. That's how you see it manifest. Okay? So what you're doing is learning to change what you are doing, and then the outside shows you something different. So you're not healing them. You're dissolving the part of you that created them in this state. So you're not healing them. Okay, it's different. It sounds like, oh, we're splitting hairs here. No, you are going through a process of maturing from a child to adult dynamic with your specific person. And one step back, with yourself, because your whole dynamic is when we're needy, when we want to be with someone, when we're in obsession, when we're in fear of loss, all those negative parts of it I'm talking about, not the good bits. You are in a childlike state. So the learning to go to the adult state, the more mature state, is correcting those things into I am love. Love comes through me, from within me. And as Louise Hay says, to me, through me, from within me. Because it's connecting to the source, which is God, source, infinite intelligence, Allah, Buddha, whatever word you prefer. And then what you're doing is sending that out and getting better at that. As you get better at that, then you get the opposite. Going back to what Abraham Hicks says, if you feel unloved, you are unloved. If you feel unwanted, you are unwanted. So if you correct it, then what happens is, if you feel loved, if you feel wanted, if you feel secure, then you will see the evidence of a person. And the person the object of your desire is often the one that you will see. Now, it sounds simple, I know, because you go, well, how can it be that simple? But it's not that you're not triggering their insecurities, because if you're needy on someone, you're not triggering their insecurity, you're triggering them being suffocated, you're triggering their engulfment, you're going through their boundaries, you're crashing through their boundaries. So it's a healing process for you that rearranges the outside. You're no longer putting that energy onto your specific person, or it can be a brand new person too. You know, it really doesn't matter, because you're taking you with you. So whether it's an SPNX or a brand new person, it's you that's showing up, being loved or unloved. So what you're seeing on the outside will shift. Now, you said, is that how the shift happens, or do you just not trigger their insecurities or wounds when you are more stable? Well, you just get to see the best of them, because when you're not putting your neediness and your unlovedness, I mean, neediness isn't the be all and end all bad thing. It's what you do with the neediness that can be the issue. Like, you need to spend more time with me. You don't give me enough. I want more. And you're reaching for those things from them. That's often what repels a specific person, you see. So, like you said, when you're more stable, is it that you don't trigger their insecurities? Well, no, it's not their insecurities. It's their need. It's like you repel them when you're in that state. So if you're no longer in those states of being, there's no need for them to be repelled, which means then they can come towards you, which then means you can be together, or which means you can start to rekindle something, or whatever level you want, because, it might have changed by the time you get into a good feeling place. So the thing that you said here, that the reason you ask is because we all have core wounds. Yes, we all have something, because we have had a childhood and something's either happened to you or to the people around you, or something happened at school, or something happened to, if it wasn't your mum and dad that raised you, it might have been your grandparents. Things happen in life. So it really is, in a way, comforting to know that we all have core wounds, different levels. Some people have got mild core wounds, other people have medium core wounds, other people have extremely high core wounds, depending on what's happened. So now you're saying, the question has my mind muddled because I can't seem to find information. So I hope that helps a little bit. You're never healing other people. You're healing the part of you that created them. And if you want to go into this in more detail, I would go and look at the interview with Dr. Hew Len. Put in Dr. Hew Len Carla interview 2001. That is an excellent interview. It will go into a lot of this. The first couple of minutes are not in English in that interview, but don't worry, the rest of it is. So just fast forward that little bit. So it's always you're saying to yourself, okay, if that's in front of me, then what do I need to clear, dissolve, let go of, so that that no longer shows up, you see? And when you can ask that question, you are then in a more powerful position. You're not healing other people. Everyone is us pushed out. So we are correcting, adjusting, healing ourselves. And if we take that on as the important thing, your whole relationship will transform, you see. It will transform. So that's my eye exercises alarm. So I'm going to go and do that now. So I hope that helps. And it's a good question. It's a good question. And I think sometimes looking at things from different angles and just dissecting it can help. I understand why you asked it, because am I healing them? As I work on me, am I healing them? Well, it's like, Well, not necessarily healing them, but you're dissolving the part of you that showed up. So they will shift, but it's not I'm healing them when I do this. It's I'm healing me, and then the outside shows me a different plant, if you know what I mean. All right, lots of love, and thank you for your question. I will put the viewers' questions playlist down below, and I will also put the Ho'oponopono playlist down below, and I will also put that interview up here next to my head if you just want to click on it and go and have a look. It's really interesting. Big hugs, lots of love.